Hello, friends, Romans, and multidimensional beings. I retired as the president of the GoE after 25 years on the weekend, November the 9th. And so I am in the future. I did this at the 25th GoE Conference and gave a little speech about what I consider the future of modern energy to be. And I would love to share that with you. So after the speech, the delegates discussed it all, and we do have the recordings of the panel discussions. If you are a GOE member, you can find them in the GOE members library. And if you're not a GOE member yet, I would love for you to join us. It's $50 a year, and there are lots and lots of benefits to this, apart from being one of the first modern energists in the whole wide world. http://goe.ac/join. goe.ac/join is the address if you'd like to see the rest of the story. I am going to play my plenary speeches, if you will, and I'm going to make them public here on my YouTube channel as well, because they are just me talking, so there is no worry about copyright and such. And it's quite interesting, and I'd just love to share it with you. As a little fun thing here, the picture. Somebody asked me if I'd gotten a golden watch, and the picture popped into my mind. This is the title page of the 60-Second Wealth Creators. It's a gold watch, and yes, I have got a gold watch. So yeah, that's out of the way there. So yeah, let's listen to my aspect, talk about the future of modern energy. Let's do it. Hello and welcome. I am Sylvia Hartmann, the creator of Modern Energy, and I welcome you, my dear and most radiant multidimensional being from all spaces and all the multifold dimensions, to this, the 2024 GoE Conference, The Future of Modern Energy. It's been over 30 years that I first saw the reality of energy exchanges, the reality of love, and experienced for myself that this was a forbidden topic, a forbidden science, forbidden knowledge, and that you must never speak of love or energy if you want to be a scientist. It was then that I decided that we absolutely need a science of love in order to move humanity out of the endless states of struggle, pain, helplessness, fear, the wars between the many religions. We need a science of love. And so I went to work and did my research, and with your help and the help of literally thousands, tens of thousands, possibly hundreds of thousands of people by now, we have established a really rather beautiful set of theories, practices, way of workings, and techniques that are now ready to hand over to the world. I am 65 years old this year. I need to retire. I have been burning the candle, not just at both ends, but also in the middle, and it's time to pass over what I have learned to the next generation, to take it forward, take it out into the world, and continue to create our new third field, a new science of love, where love and logic finally are brought back to the same page, where they have always lived and where they have always belonged. I am super happy to leave a legacy of modern energy both in theory and in practice. And now it's time to tell the world about it. We have done our research, we have had our experiences, we've had our feedback. We found good ways, and then we found better ways. We have simplified the rather complex concepts at the beginning, and we have made many, many extraordinary discoveries along the way. And yet, this is only the beginning. So it is my desire for the future of modern energy that we will go forward at the multi-level. At the most important and basic level is to help individual people on their path through life, on their real true soul's journey, so that life becomes not just a little bit easier, but more meaningful, more joyful, more hopeful, just better. I want to make people happier. I think this goes right back to when I was 3 years old, and people were so unhappy and miserable and depressed and crying that I've just kind of always wanted to make the world a better place, to leave a legacy of love. And I'm hoping that I have done enough now to lay the foundations upon which you can go now forth and apply this and use it to help other people. A very important part of modern energy is the ongoing research and the development of new techniques. Once we bring energy back into the picture, there is so much potential and so much possibility for real breakthroughs, not just as far as energy, emotion and health and prosperity and all those wonderful things are concerned. Not just in the context of our relationships, our inner relationships with our own selves, our past selves, our future selves, the relationships with our relatives, with our ancestors, with our friends, with our work colleagues. There is so much awaiting there in the potential, but also the potential for all these other people who are working in very specialized areas of research to use what we bring to them to help them go into better energy states and solve their own problems. I am dreaming of a time where a mathematics student stands in front of a giant blackboard filled with the equations that have puzzled people of the ages, and they apply an energy technique that they have learned from us, be it thought flow or sanctuary or tapping, or simply noticing that every time he looks at a certain part in the diagram, he can feel this pressure under his eyes. And they do something about it and have this radical breakthrough and manage to solve something that has stymied their professors for decades, years, centuries, forever. Modern energy really does have tools to allow people to find better solutions to their oldest problems. And that is, to me, so exciting and such a gift and such a sign that with modern energy we are finally doing something right. We are finally doing something right. We are paying attention to what real living people are really experiences, how they really work, and that is obviously the way for any science to move forward as we are describing what actually exists in reality and in our typical human way, asking the question of, now that we know this is working and this is so, how can we use that to our advantage? And in this day and age, anything that makes human beings smarter, less greedy, less desperate, less miserable and angry and unhappy, has a direct effect on the whole world. It affects the animals, it affects nature, it affects the environment, it affects the way we plan our doings and what we teach our children. And so I am absolutely delighted to leave you with what I have started to work on and have you move forward and take this absolutely to the next level. I am really looking forward to getting all kinds of different people from different walks of life to come into modern energy and to take these techniques and methods and ways of thinking about the world and use them in their own sphere of influence, in their own work, with their own families, to really bring about a new way of looking at the world, which is, at the end of the day, absolutely based on the reality and the logic of love itself. All are welcome. All are invited. Every one of us has a soul. Every one of us has a soul's journey. We are all immortal, even if we don't know that yet. And that too is a game changer. So in that sense, I would now like to officially end the days of research and bring forward the days of telling other people what we have found so they can use it too, and we stop being just the secret weapon of the chosen few. That is the future of modern energy. And I would like to leave you with the idea that what we want to tell everyone, just remind them that you have an amazing physical body. You have a beautiful mind. And you have a living, radiant energy body. You truly are a multidimensional being in the oceans of energy. And your happiness matters. Let's have a fantastic conference. Let's go.